How's everybody doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Okay, what's going on? What's happening?
Do you know if Brogan Roback will play on Thursday?
Yes, he will. He's going to get an opportunity to play.
And what have you seen out of him this last month?
He's been outstanding. I mean, he's fun to be around. I think the quarterback room's really enjoyed him. He works hard. He has the right attitude and makeup to be in that room. It takes a special guy to be in there, and I think the guys all respect him. They respect what he brings to the room. He's been a lot of fun, and it'd be fun to watch him to play on Thursday night.
Have you given any more thought? You said yesterday that Baker might play a half. Have you given any more thought to what
Well, it definitely is. It looks like a half for sure. It just all depends on how all that unfolds, how many plays we get or don't get. You know, you never know what the flow of it's going to be, but he's definitely going to start the game and play as long as I want to see him out there.
Trevon Coley came back today. Just could you touch on getting him back, and what are your plans to get him ready for the opener?
You know, he's back. It was good to see him at practice. I'm not going to put him out there this week, but we're going to make sure he's ready. His injury was a little bit different, so we'll make sure he's ready for Pittsburgh. But I feel very encouraged that he'll be ready to go.
You have experience with rookie quarterbacks playing right away, and using that, what's your call on how fit Mayfield would be to play in a real game if he had to?
Well, I think, like you said, everybody's different. I think Baker certainly has the characteristics that have called on the play that he could. We would just have to fashion an offense that fits him and gives him an opportunity to be successful. But, again, he's done everything we've asked him to do thus far. Obviously Tyrod's the starter. Baker's done some great things, and, again, he's going to get to play Thursday night.
Hey, Hugh, I know you don't want to see Tyrod get hurt, but from the standpoint of Baker knowing that he's got to be ready at any time, was that maybe good last week that he had to be thrown into that situation?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you don't want those things to happen, as you're saying, but at the same time, it was good for me to see that, to watch him and say, hey, you're up. It's time to go. And like I said, he didn't blink. He was like, okay, let's go. And, again, I know he was disappointed himself. That's just him for what he did in the game, but I thought he did some really good things, and I think I feel good about that as we head into the season.
What do you want to see him build on this week? Like, what would be the agenda for him?
I think it's just being able to just keep growing in the system, and how we call the game, situational football, execute at a high level, because I think he can, know he can, and continue to move our offense forward. There'll be some other guys he's playing with that we'll be depending on, but I think I just want him to see him keep taking steps towards ultimately what his goal is someday to be playing quarterback here.
Coach, he said that the plan being what it is, he'll play on Thursday, and he'll kind of not disappear, but this will be a different thing for him.
No,
How
it
do you
won't
think
be.
he'll handle it?
No, it will be. It'll be different for him. I think it's my job to just keep creating an environment for him here and practice. I will always find ways to make sure that he gets extra practice as we go throughout the season, because I think that's what's going to get him to where he needs to be. He's going to see a lot of different defenses that we'll face now. He'll see things totally different. It's going to be like kind of somewhat starting over when we head into the season, because he'll see defenses that he's never seen before. It'll be kind of foreign to him, but he'll pick those things up quicker now because he's been through it. So, but my job, again, is just keep creating an environment for him to keep growing, and we'll do that through practice time.
Running a scout team or the show team that he'll do, do you think that'll give him a great exposure to guys like Myles Garrett?
He's been saying a lot of Myles Garrett. We all have. But no, obviously, I think, Mary Kay, those things will help him. But I'm talking about even after practice of just creating a period for him, just where he gets to run our offense, not the other team's offense, but to keep doing the things that we do so he can keep saying them and keep experiencing those different plays and different situations that we'll be faced with.
He said that against Philly, he said that when he was playing against their starting defense for those couple of series, he noticed a difference in how fast the pressure was. What kind of adjustment is that for any rookie quarterback, and could you see him handle it, better as he played those snaps?
Oh, absolutely. I think it speeds up, obviously. The first group to the second group to the third group is different, and I think he saw that firsthand. So now having that experience, I know for him, if that ever happened again, he would speed himself up a little bit more. So there's nothing, without experience. I think the more you see it, the more you do it, the better you're going to be. And I think he's going to be better for that experience that he had last week.
Is there an update on Tamarius Randall? Didn't see him out here today.
Yeah, no, he's not here today. He went to go have just make sure everything's checked out, and I think he's gonna be fine. He'll be back here and ready to go and practice it when we get back.
So when you say that, you want testing on the knee?
Yeah, just wanted to go make sure. We just gave him an opportunity to go see someone that he knew, and we okayed it and made sure that everything's okay.
But no scope needed?
No, oh no, none of that stuff.
He's out of town seeing Dr. Andrews.
He's seeing someone. I forget the guy's name, but he is definitely seeing someone, and he'll be back here shortly.
Hard knocks question. What's been your process for, the distraction, handling the distraction of, somebody being in your shorts all day?
If they're in my shorts, that's a problem. But no, they've been around, and they've done a good job. They've obviously, I thank them for help tell our story. I think sometimes the story gets told a little differently. I mean, they have to do their job the best they can, and I think sometimes there's always more to it than what everybody knows and understand. But I think they've put our organization in a good light. I think people see that these guys do work hard every day, that there's a process that we go through, that everything's just like home with your families. Everything ain't always perfect, and you have to work through those things, but you work through it together, and that we keep pushing forward. And I think that's what everybody's seeing. But I thank them for the time that they've been here. I don't think, I don't hear our players complaining. If they do, they don't tell me. And I think everybody's handled it the right way.
Do you feel like practices where you would just assume they not put the microphone on you?
Oh, I can take it off. I've learned. I got that action. I know how to take it off. I've taught some of the other coaches how. I think they get mad at me for that, but that's just part of it. There's certain things that I don't want out there that we do handle.
Do you feel like there's 3 or 4, maybe 5 receivers fighting for that final spot, and that Thursday night's going to be big for that?
Yeah, I do. I think there's some guys, for competition. I mean, when you think of Ratleys and Willies and Scott and, my man Janice and Bohr, I think all those guys, I mean, it's going to be an opportunity for them to showcase themselves, and I think, we got some battles on our team that we have to decide, but that's definitely one of them.
So you're talking about resting your starters, yet I think you mentioned yesterday that you want Antonio Callaway to play.
Yes.
So, do you consider him a starter, or is he not so much?
No, I do consider him a starter, but I like to get him back. I just think playing receiver is different. Me having coached on offense and getting a rhythm and playing and being out there other than what the first game was, I think is just so important for a young player that way. So I see that position maybe a little bit different than some others.
You want to get Corbett more snaps still?
Yeah, he'll get some snaps. He definitely will.
Good. So Zeitler, Corbett, Callaway, would that be like a whole half for them, or
No, Zeitler definitely won't play a whole half. I just want Kevin to prepare for a game, to go out there and feel it, be in the game for a moment and then get him out. Kevin's really important to what we do, so I don't want to expose him too much, but I do need to make sure he's ready to play, because obviously we have a big game coming up on the 9th. Some other guys will play a little bit more, and then we'll kind of go from there. But we have a pretty good plan in place, and we're going to execute it.